again, everybody. This is Amorgin, and you're very welcome back to another Star Trek Fleet Command video, guys. And I guess it's been a little while from I've done a video like this, a shorter kind of video like this. Now, I did do a live stream on the day that the Borgmadas came out, and we did a few of them, including an epic, so you can go and check that live stream out. But a live stream's not for everybody, and I had a couple of people requesting that I do a wee bit of a tutorial on how it's done. Now, at this stage, it's not going to be a tutorial. I'm just going to do a wee bit of my own kind of review at this stage on how it's going down, how it's working for me. Couple of other topics that I'll touch upon in this video that I'll flesh out in other videos. Like, for example, I want to do a specific video on how this event, particularly the War Effort AMS, how that's the Alliance Milestone, how that's affecting a low populated server like ours on the Founder server. I want to do a specific video on, it's not just the Founder server, there are other servers out there that are locked and have a very low population, and I've done a post on Reddit. I linked that post as well below, guys, if you just want to go and engage with that post, because it's a very important conversation in terms of a lot of the servers that are out there that are locked and have dwindling populations, and how they're adversely affected, more like pound for pound, a player missing out on our server or leaving the server will hurt more than it will on your average open server. So it's a bit of an issue, particularly when you're talking about players who go back the guts of 3 years or more testing this product through alpha and beta testing phases and all. Scopely really need to look a little bit differently at how they operate with them. Like, if you take, for example, it's just perfect timing for this, I have a refine to do. If you take, for example, the refines, now Flando and other guys there will be aware of the refines, that we've got these extra refines. We used to have 3. I used to be able to refine 3 times on Crystal. They've taken 1 away, but I'm led to believe that on other servers, you guys out there don't have this. Now, this is a hangover. This is a hangover from previous incarnations of the game where we have tested it. Now, I know I've talked to current Scopely employees, former Scopely employees, and they're telling me that Scopely won't give us any content ahead of anyone else, and I'm not expecting content ahead of anyone else. But what I'd like to see, one of the ideas that I'm going to be pitching out there, guys, is I'd like to see more options for our server to be able to explore this content given its low population. But they're ideas that I'll put to Scopely with the guys from the Founder server. I want to get back to this specific event, this Borg content, particularly Borgmadas. The War Effort Alliance Milestone, I'll probably do a separate vid just on that, guys, around the Wii campaign on Reddit and different things, and how that's going towards the end of this content. And I'll hopefully get doing a Founder server shenanigans one where we take the piss a little bit about how it's going down on our Founder server, me rejoining Harry rejoining Rug, how all of that's affected us and the politics that goes on there and all of that kind of stuff. There's also Sword have been reformed, so we want to take the piss out of that a little bit. So we'll do that in time. Right now, it's these Borgmadas. I'm hearing some complaints, I'm hearing some people enjoying it, I'm hearing lots of different things. And I'm okay with it. I'm happy enough with it. Like I said, in the stream we managed to do an epic, and we done 2 uncommons. But really, what are we looking at is you park your VDR down here in one of these Borg Armada systems. Now, in the stream, we talked about how this looks like a VDAR and all of that kind of stuff. We've had questions we dealt with as well around low levels. If you've got a team that'll carry you, if you're able to go in and do this, and you've got a team that'll carry you and you don't have a VDAR, if your team are happy to carry you through that, that's no problem. You'll do these uncommon, in any of these 25 systems, you'll do these uncommon armadas, no problem. Vita called them paint scratchers when in the stream. That's all they are, guys. Quite easily completed. 2 decent VDARs will probably defeat one of these. I'm going to launch one now in a wee second and see if any of the guys will join. They've gone quiet. They might not. There's 3 helps popping up. So let's tie all of this together by launching an armada. We'll hit this cube. 38 million. Don't be frightened by that. I'm on a 469 VDAR with that crew there. I've messed about with a few different crews, but because I'm leaving the VDAR down in these systems, it's allowing me to go and do other things outside and just let the VDAR sit there. Now, you can see there, I don't own one of these Armada directives. So I need to pop into the store and get them. So we go into the event store. We see rare Borg Armada directives there. Now I'm on 275. When I complete Esprit de Corps, I'll still be shy of a directive, because this is where we're getting Borg Tech Salvage. I'll get another 50. I'll still be shy of a rare Borgmada, but tomorrow I could save them and I could do that. Now I'm being told that there's probably no logic in that, because you'll get your 5 done. You need to do 5 of these lower level uncommon ones, and we'll come to why now in a wee second as well. Let's just buy this token. Uncommon Borg Armada Directive. So you can see I'm not saving for the rare, because it's only really useful in this event to score in the front lines. See, I'm 57 there. We said in the stream we'd like that to be up to maybe something like 50. It would give me a reason to try and compete in there. I'd only have 100,000 makeup, so I would be saving maybe for my epics there in such a situation. But I'm probably, like, I'm 25, rank 25 on our server. 1 billion, like, I'm way off the pace in that. So I may as well just do my uncommon armadas. And I need to do 5 of them. Why are people saying 5? Well, people are saying 5 because of these Borg War Effort points you'll contribute. If you do this every day, you'll be contributing 400 of these Borg War Effort points to your alliance, and you'll be getting these Borg War funds. Now, I'm only concerned with the Borg War funds because, as I've mentioned before, this War Effort Alliance milestone, I can't participate. My main concern is around these Borg Mega Cube Armada directives. I won't be able to obtain any of them in the latter stages of this event as it progresses over the weeks, the days and the weeks. So I'm a bit concerned about that. However, it's still worthwhile for me to do the 5, just to get those Borg War funds at 2,500. Now I'll come to what I'm spending them on now in a wee minute, or what I've spent any of them on in a wee minute, which we do in the event store as well. Don't forget your dailies, by the way. Some people are forgetting to check into their dailies there because they're not displayed like the old way, like these ones are. So Esprit de Corps. We're getting this from our Alliance helps, of course. What I'm doing is I have 2 Findras out. The 2 Findras, 6-minute repair and 10-minute repair. So we hit repair. We offer those helps to the guys in the Alliance to complete Esprit de Corps, so that they can then go and get their Borg War Effort points for the Alliance. Obtain some Borg War funds, and importantly the Borg Tech Salvage, which we then go into the event store. Sorry, skip past it there. We then go into the event store and buy these uncommon Borg directives, right, which we are after doing one of those. Now the other things you can buy, some people are recommending spend your money on these Borg Transwarp Alliance cells. Now we've got, a few people have done that. We've got quite a few of these already, 140. So after your alliance has got a few of them, you don't need to be panicking about that. Like, listen, if your admiral is saying get these for everybody, or you're in a smaller alliance, small active alliance, this is probably the way you want to go in your first couple of pulls. Or if you can manage a pull in a situation like I was in there, where I have enough to launch 1 or 2 and I still have a wee bit left over. I'm not buying that at the moment. Neither am I buying the self-transwarp cells, because I don't need them at the moment. I've got a few. Why do we need the transwarp cells, Amorgin? Well, it's to get down to these systems in the first place. Let's get down to Protari. Once you're in Protari, you can go and visit these nearby systems at your leisure. You don't need a token for them. I've only to visit 3. I have to go to Razgara, Waji Ku, and Zent Kra. But then you need another token to go down to the Mega Cube, down to these big systems. You can see here that it says that's locked. Now, I have, let me see, if I was to pretend to go down to Protari, I have 10 of those. That's from people buying the Alliance chest and all. I won't need too many more than those in the short term. So I'm doing alright for that at the minute. There's no requirement within the Alliance to go and buy these Alliance transwarp cells, but remember, we're in quite a large active Alliance, guys. a smaller active alliance will probably need to organise to buy a few of them and share out the load a wee bit. But there's where we're at. Uncommon Borg directives. I'm going to launch mine now in a wee second. See if anybody joins. The gays have gone quiet, like I say. That ship's repaired though, so they've got their helps. Let's hit the repair on this. Launch on this cube. Let's see. There we go. And 5 minutes. Enough to just finish up this video. 5 minutes, different to the 15 minutes, very welcome from some people, different to the 15 minutes of a standard armada. We're hoping that the Mega Cube armadas will allow more players in. One of the criticisms I'm hearing is that it's just a reskin of the original armadas. Whilst that's true, let's hope that the Mega Cube, if I can take part in it, let's hope that the Mega Cube will allow more people to take part. It would be nice to see your entire alliance be able to take part. But the advice is, anyway, guys, keep spamming your Findras or whatever it is out onto hostile ships. Get them killed for the repairs. Now, some people were talking about, say, for example, I'll run this through just for the purposes. There you go. You can repair that one, lads. Some people were talking about Realtus, what ships to use, all that kind of thing. Envoys probably work there as well, guys. Realtus won't work. Orion corvettes won't work. I'm not sure about your Fortunate. May or may not work, but you want to be going up towards your Envoy, Turris, Findra kind of level to make sure that there's a little bit of time. You don't want the timer. You don't want the ship to be able to repair in under 5 minutes. Otherwise, you're not able to hit it for the helps, and it's a fruitless exercise. So you need a slightly stronger ship with minimal repairs. So the likes of these Findras are coming in quite cheap to repair, and the guys are all getting their helps to be able to complete this Esprit de Corps, which is what it's all about, to get your Borg Tech salvage to launch your armadas, to get your Borg War Effort points to assist your alliance, and then to launch your armadas. Now, like I said about myself not being able to participate in that, Harry not being able to participate with ROG won't affect the final outcome of that, but still nice to be able to participate in that. We'll do a specific video just on that, how that's affecting us all. There'll be bragging rights from this Borg Cube frame. Looks like ROG is going to get that. Hum will get the silver. So at least Harry hopefully will be able to get that. At least I think I'm participating in that one. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm in 13th there. That's not too bad. I'm scoring on that. So we'll get something out of it. Harry will get something. He'll get the gold. I'll get the silver. But there's where we're at in Hum on the founder server with this. This is what I'm doing. I don't know if anybody's joined my armada. Oh, they have. Good lad. Who's in? So Kaz, Emu, and Ironside. We'll complete that easily. And there's Devilman in now as well. So I'll lock the boys in. Nice feature, this locking people in. And there's my armada full, ready to finish up. And we'll finish up the video as she goes. We'll take a very, very quick look at the battle log for you guys. Like I say, go back and check out the live stream where we've done a lot more of this if that's what you're interested in. I have a few to go on Esprit de Corps before I have 7 more. So it would be nice if we got 7 helps before we finish this up. Let's repair this for the lads as well. We have 47 seconds, so we've time enough to send out this Findra. You can do this with one ship, of course. If the helps are coming in thick and fast, one ship's plenty. But if you're in an alliance like ours, where people are spread out over different time zones and things like that, then there'll be quiet times and there'll be peak times, I guess. And Right now it's moving into a quiet time. The Irish were very active a while back. The Aussies will become active now in a little while. Let's jump back over to this Armada. So I think I've covered most of it there, guys. Feel free to come in the Discord and leave your thoughts. If you need any extra help, the link for Discord's below. Come on in. No question is a stupid question if you're genuinely in need of some sort of help or direction. Crews aren't something we're going to get into for those uncommons just yet. We'll cover all of that probably in a community panel when we get more towards the end of this content. Or at a later stage we do a proper review and opinion piece from a number of players on this content. It's an awful pity those Borg War Effort points are being wasted like that. You can see they're not scoring on that board at all. But however, I'm contributing in a small way by being able to launch these armadas and send helps for the guys. You can see there very little damage done to that Vidar at all. Let's repair that for the lads. And before we quit, we'll take a look. Uncommon Borg Cube. Easily defeated there. 4 rounds. And you do your 5 because after that the milestones are more difficult to achieve and the war effort points have been accumulated for the Alliance effort. Makes no difference to me if I do 3 or 5 except for the amount that I achieve from it, but for most players who got into the War Effort Alliance milestone, there's a dual benefit to completing Esprit de Corps and then completing your solo in the front lines. So that's what it's all about. Beyond that, guys, don't be worrying too much. I'm not concerned about the solo leaderboard. I'm not concerned too much about Rug being in first place in the Alliance leaderboard. I am concerned with the War Effort milestone, Alliance milestone. And I'm particularly concerned with Esprit de Corps and the solo in the front lines on a daily basis. So that's what I'm advising other people to do. Come in the Discord, like I say, have a chat with us about it. And until the next video, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I'll chat to you all again soon. Cheers. So guys, some bonus content for you. I didn't show you what I was buying in the event store, and I didn't finish off this this Esprit de Corps before I finished up the video, so I'm going to finish that up now, flash up those rewards and show you what I've been focusing on in the event store. It's not designed to tell you what to buy, it's just to explain to you the situation that I'm in and why I'm buying what I'm buying out of that. Everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's going to be focusing and prioritizing different things. So we go into the event store, scroll on down. I'm on 32k at the moment of these Borg War funds. So what have I been buying? The first thing I had a handful of shards for 7 of 10 remaining to get. So I bought the first thing I done was I bought the final few of them. I think Truck and Chick done the same, and unlocked that officer. Thank you, Cipri D, for killing my miner there, while my North Star was out doing my my Romulan dailies. 7 of 10, unlocked him. I think I had a handful of shards to get for him. 2,000 a pop. It's not cheap, but I got whatever I needed to unlock him. He's done. I really wish they would remember where you're at when you're in the event store. 10 of 10. I have bought a few of these guys. I'm thinking I might get 10 of 10 unlocked. I have another 20 shards to go. 5 is costing me 30 grand in terms of these war funds. That's working out at 120 grand. I need 120,000 of these. So that's what I'm focused on at the moment. Hopefully be able to unlock 10 of 10. That's what's attracting me right now, and what that's doing is that's putting a delay on something else that I was thinking about. I think I skipped past it, did I? And what that is, no I didn't. What that is the Devore. Some people never obtained the Devore. I was one of them. There she is. I did buy some Devore blueprints to bring me up to 110 blueprints. Sorry, to 100 blueprints. I'm able to buy the Devore, I think, from very soon, from the next monthly chest, I think. Let me just double check that. Where is she? There it is. So on my next monthly chest, I'll be able to purchase the Devore in about 3 days or so, basically because I got these out of the event store. That's been my other priority. 7 of 10, the Devore, now 10 of 10. And if I have anything left over, I'm thinking uncommon, 3-star uncommon, and maybe even a few tokens, possibly. I'm running low on titanium because of my auger upgrades. I might even buy a few titanium tokens. So that's what I'm buying, guys. You will all have different priorities. You all might want a different officer. You might want different items here. What I wouldn't recommend buying is your avatars. I personally think that would be a waste. I don't recommend buying blueprints for ships that are completely out of reach for you. If you're anywhere near it, like I was with the Devore, then by all means. I don't recommend buying Devore parts because you'll refine those. I don't recommend buying frequency modulators because you'll get those from farming as well. If you're right near close to a milestone, you're like, you need a couple of hundred, you're getting the many Devore parts. 500. So if that 500 by refining some of them will get you to where you need to be, okay, we can live with that as a one-off maybe. The same applies then to the what was the other one? There's active nanoprobes. The same probably applies to them because you can farm down in Borg space for those. And then the other thing there was these. We really wish it would remember where we're at. These frequency modulators for your Franklin. Again, you'd get them from the Swarm, but 5,000 for 1,000 of these Borg War Funds really isn't worth it to me. You'll farm 5,000 relatively easily if you have the Franklin, so I'd be doing it that way. I wouldn't. But again, if 5,000 is going to take you to that upgrade to be able to tear up that ship, and you've been waiting to do it for a while, then we can live with that as a one-off as well. So there's where it's at. That's my recommendations for that, guys. I'm going to sign off. Repair this North Star, and thank Cypri D for his contribution to my recording. And I'll catch all of you guys again very, very soon. Cheers.